So today we'll be starting this creditors turnover ratio. Till now we have seen debtors, it's almost same. So again, I'm just refreshing you regarding the classification of accounting ratios. We have 4 types: liquidity ratio, leverage ratios, turnover ratio, and profitability ratio. Now we are dealing with turnover ratios. We have completed stock turnover ratio, debtors turnover ratio, and today we'll be going for this creditors turnover ratio. So creditors turnover ratio, it is also known as payables turnover ratio, creditors velocity, and trade payables ratio. It is an activity ratio that finds out the relationship between net credit purchases and average trade payables of a business. It finds out how efficiently the assets are employed by a firm and indicates the average speed with which the payments are made to the creditors. So whenever you make purchases, you all know that there may be cash purchases or credit purchases. Together we say it as total purchases. Whenever we have credit purchases, we have creditors. Okay, they have taken the products from us, they have to pay us back. So here the formula will be creditors turnover ratio is equal to net annual credit sales, credit purchases, only credit purchases you are taking, divided by average creditors. Okay, it is creditors plus bills payable. Net credit purchases is equal to total purchases minus cash purchases minus purchase returns. Calculation of average debt, it should be creditors. Average creditors is equal to opening creditors plus closing creditors divided by 2. This you can also read as opening creditors plus bills payable. Here I'll show. If you have opening bills payable and closing bills payable, your formula will be like this. Opening creditors plus opening bills payable plus closing creditors plus closing bills payable divided by 2. Same thing as you have done for debtors turnover ratio. Interpretation: standard credit period is 30 days. If the credit period is more than 30 days, it indicates that sufficient credit period is received. If credit period is less than 30 days, it indicates that sufficient credit period is not received. Okay. This I have told you. And now average payment period. There we had average collection period. This is average payment period. You are going to pay here. This comes under liabilities. The average payment period, APP, is also called as debt payment period, is a solvency ratio that measures the average number of days it takes for a business to pay its vendors for purchases made on credit. Average payment period is the average amount of time it takes a company to pay off credit accounts payable. It is calculated by dividing the number of months or days or weeks by the debtors turnover ratio. Exactly same like what you have done with debtors turnover ratio. You have to find out APP, that is average payment period, for months, weeks and days, and then you have to divide it by creditors turnover ratio. Okay. So these are the formulas. Average payment period in days is equal to number of days in a year divided by creditors turnover ratio. Average payment period in weeks is equal to number of weeks in a year divided by creditors turnover ratio. And average payment period in months is equal to number of months divided by creditors turnover ratio. So here average payment period, some more I'll give you. Average creditors divided by net credit purchases per day, or average payment period in weeks is equal to creditors divided by credit purchases into number of days in a year. If you get different types of problems, you may require any of these formulas. It doesn't mean that always you are given a perfect data and you have to calculate. You may be given some tricky problems during that time. You may require these type of formulas. We'll see one by one. Take down this problem. From the following information, calculate creditors turnover ratio. We also call it as CTR, and average payment period, APP. Total purchases is equal to rupees 9,60,000. Cash sales is 25% of credit purchases. Creditors at the beginning is 80,000. Creditors at the end is rupees 72,000. Bills payable at the beginning rupees 28,000 and bills payable at the end is 32,000. Take down this problem, all of you. What type of method I use is usually 9,60,000 divided by this. Idu ille opposite agi nan divide martini. Then I say into 100. So you will get 7,68,000. Okay. I'll repeat this once again. This is the problem part what we have. First, I'm going to calculate the credit purchases. Net credit purchases, that is total purchases minus cash purchases minus purchase returns. Total purchases, we know it is 9,60,000. This I brought it from here. Minus 25% of credit purchases. What is that? Cash purchases is 25% of credit purchases. I have written here. This is wrong. It has to be purchases. We don't have any purchase returns. That is, just remove it. No need of writing. I have just written it so that you can understand it very clearly. Now you see, I have converted it like this. If credit purchase is 100, cash purchase is 125. So total purchase is 125. Credit purchases nan 100 anta guess ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ cash purchase ಎಷ್ಟಾಗ್ತದೆ 25. So 25 plus 100 total purchase is 125. For total purchases of 125, credit purchase is 100. For total purchase of 9,60,000, what is the credit purchase? I have converted it like this for calculation. Usually my method is idinna nanu numerator agi tagondu idinna denominator tagotini into 100. You can use any method. So you will get 7,68,000. What is this 7,68,000? This is our net credit purchases. Okay. So credit purchases is 7,68,000. Next, we'll go for this. That is creditors turnover ratio. What is this? This is net annual credit purchases divided by average creditors. What are these average creditors? Average opening creditors plus opening bills payable plus closing creditors plus closing bills payable. I want you to put brackets over here. Okay, opening creditors plus bills payable, closing creditors plus closing bills payable divided by 2. As we have all these opening and closing, that's why I have taken this formula. Now in this same formula I have written over here. Okay, you please start doing it. I won't give you time later. Do it now only. Now you see average creditors, 80. What is opening creditors? So here I know creditors at the beginning is 80,000. I have taken 80,000. Bills payable at the beginning is 28,000. This is 28,000. And creditors at the end are 72,000. I have taken it 72,000. Bills payable at the end is 32,000. I have taken this as 32,000. Okay. So now what I have done is I have added these two. 80,000 plus 28,000, I have got 1,08,000. 72,000 plus 32,000, I have got 1,04,000 divided by 2. I will get 1,06,000. Okay. When I divide it by 2, I am getting 1,06,000. So average creditors is 1,06,000. Okay. And go for next. Thirdly, we'll calculate the creditors turnover ratio finally. So creditors turnover ratio will calculate. We know this formula. Creditors turnover ratio is equal to net annual credit purchases divided by average creditors. Creditors plus bills payable. So creditors turnover ratio is equal to 7,68,000 divided by 1,06,000. This I have got from my previous calculations. So we will get 7.25 times. What is this? This is the creditors turnover ratio. Clear? Have taken down? So later on, we'll calculate this. That is average payment period. Okay. I have taken all the three. Average payment period in days, in weeks, and in months. All of you know the formula will remain same. number of days in a year divided by creditors turnover ratio, number of weeks in a year divided by creditors turnover ratio, number of months in a year divided by creditors turnover ratio. So here average payment period 365 divided by creditors turnover ratio is 7.25. You will get 50.34. I have taken it as 50 days. Okay. Usually whenever it is days, don't put it in decimals. Take it as a whole figure. If it is 50.5 days, you can consider it as 51 days. Now it is less than 5, so I have taken it as 50 days. So average number of weeks in a year is 52. Divided by 7.25, you will get 7.17 weeks. And there are 12 months in a year. Divided by 7.25, you will get 1.7 months. Okay. This is how you will do the problem.